have a gentleman in the studio with me, a gentleman who has done wonderful things in the areas of farming and also music production. He's an artist, he's a producer. And today my theme for this show is breaking barriers, amplifying silent voices, and also redefining creativity and growing the creative industry for the hearing impaired artists. So in the studio today, I have a gentleman, and the guy is none other but Collins Mutindi Kolo, a farmer, a musician, a producer. Collins is known for very many things, farming and also production, and is an artist. Karibu sana Kolo.
Shukran.
Yeah, so tell us, you produce music, you sing, and you also produce what we say hearing impaired musicians. How is the journey like?
My journey, I can't describe my journey. I can just say I see growth because I started way back when I was a baby to sing. And then I was discovered, and then slowly I'm graduating to a better person. Every time, every day, every moment that I sit down in the studio or want to create something, I don't just create for now. I try to be unique, and I create for future because the world is for future. Yeah, and the future is us. We can create the future. No, so I can't really explain much, but I just say I see growth in me.
You see growth, but you say the journey you said you started long ago, but it is always a challenge working with hearing impaired people. So why did you decide, Mimi, I will not go for people who can hear? I'll try to make music for people who cannot hear and make that music to the people and take it to the public.
Yeah, it's because I saw a loophole there.
Yeah.
But then I don't just create for the hearing impaired only. I create music for human nature and anything that can consume music. So I don't just create for them. I create for anyone who can consume music content, but then include them instead of leaving them like every other person does. So me, I like to include them. Okay. And it's very interesting. The making of the music or the project, including the sign language, is very, very interesting, and it heals my soul.
What is the process? Because listeners out there would like to know. So how does this guy produce this music? Just a lowdown, just give them, this is what I do. I bring this artist to the studio. There's a normal artist, we know how you do it. Yes. The guy will bring in, put on vocals, and you can place the beat, and it goes. Now, here is a beat. The guy cannot hear.
Yep.
But you are going to do for him a song, which in sign language, it makes sense, and to the other of his colleagues who are hearing impaired or challenged can still bump to their head when they watch the video.
So all these projects starts with a vision.
Yeah.
And then when you visualize on something, you pick on different ideas. And then I sit with my team, and then we pick one idea out of the several ideas that has come up. And then we focus our energy completely towards that direction. And then before we start the project, we have the concept, but before we start, we listen so much to the current wave, to the current, the tune, the MBPM. We listen, we watch a lot, and then we start writing. Because when we start writing, we understand what people want to hear and what people don't want to hear. Because you cannot just create something that people don't want to hear. So we create an interest on what people want to hear, and then we bring it together, do an audio first. Perhaps sometimes I write. I mostly write. I write the chorus, and then someone else will come with verses, or I can completely write the whole complete music, and then we sit down in the studio, we produce the audio, and then we start scripting. The audio will give us the way forward of the script. Yes, according with the words that we will have played around with.
So that's for people who can hear.
That is the process for people who can hear, and both people who can hear and those who cannot hear. So it has to start from there. Come up with an idea, do an audio, and then start scripting for the video. Because our videos is not just like any other video that unaweza tu say, come to Jibambe, tokea, there's that way of shooting videos.
Yes.
Just come. Or let's create a party anthem. But us, we have to communicate. We have to make sure everything that we say is correct, is that merge with the song in the video. So it's a process that takes us about 2 months to give you a quality 3-minute video.
That's for hearing impaired people?
Yes.
3 months?
Yes.
It's a long process.
It's a long yeah, we can do it within with a week, although we are trying to go with the current
sign language.
The sign language, yes, because it's changing. People don't know, but the Kenyan sign language is changing. They are adding words on the Kenyan sign language. So we have to get the correct words. We have to get the correct video, the correct script. And so we sit down, watch again and again, and then release.
So when you say that you have to do words, is it that the deaf or the challenged, the hearing impaired people are the ones who sing, or they participate?
Initially, when I started, I had a vocalist in the studio. And then I write a song, vocalist voices, someone voices, and then I bring in now the sign language interpreter. But nowadays, I have, since like 2 years ago, I started teaching this artist of mine, like one called Smartcom. I taught him how to write music, how to stay on beat, and the length, because he used to write music with so many words, and no one has time for playing a 10 minutes video or a 10 minutes song, So I am bringing him down. Now he's writing 3 minutes song, and then we shoot. And the latest video he did was about Raila, the death of Raila. That is the fastest video we have ever made because of the death of Raila.
So what was it about?
He was just saying thank you. We are thanking Baba for what he did for us, for Kenya, for fighting for Kenyans, and we were just paying our tributes. So yeah, it was a 2-minute song, but yeah, it really got traction on social media.
Yeah, so I wanted us to split, because I wanted us to split the hearing people videos, and that will come to you when we talk about your journey musically.
Yep.
But I wanted to isolate also the hearing impaired videos, music, and maybe the hearing impaired people you've worked with,
yes,
and their music is out there, because Kenyans would like to know. There are people who are, in street lingo we say, cannot hear, but they're doing music.
Yeah.
When you cannot hear, it does not mean you cannot perform.
Exactly.
Isn't it? So the question is, do you have any artist in your stable who is hearing impaired but is an artist?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah.
I have like 5.
Yeah.
Yes. but one is so consistent. One of them is very, very consistent. It's called a smart thinker. If anyone can go online and search smart thinker, he's completely deaf. Yes, so, and his consistency is he really is pressurizing this thing. He's on me. Actually, whenever I am tired or I don't want to be creative anymore, he like disturbs me. He forces me to do things, and then we come up with things, you know. So smart thinker is someone we should look up to. Yeah.
So he's
completely deaf. Yes, he can't talk.
Can't talk.
He can't talk and he can't hear.
But he can sing.
Yes.
You know the way they can use
sign language.
On the beat.
Yes, he raps with the sign language, and then nowadays for him, because I taught him how to write music, he writes the music, signs, and then now for him it's different. We do the audio, the video first. Yes, the signing first, the practice of signing first, and then I create the beat.
Okay. You reverse it.
Yes, it's reverse.
Yeah.
So we do, first of all, we do the scripting of the song, and then we do the video. Yes. And then with the video, now I come to the studio.
To write to play.
To start. Yes.
That's very interesting. So you said that Smart Thinker is one of the artists you work with.
Yes.
Does he have an album, a song?
He has like 10 songs right now, and his TikTok things and social media stuff he's doing also.
He's doing very well.
He's doing very well. Yes.
So you said you have 5 artists who are completely hearing impaired.
Yes.
And Smart Thinker is one of them. Who are the other 4?
There's Grace, who is a female. There's Jeff. There's another one called Tony. And there's one called Duncan. But this Duncan is a teacher. He's also a teacher, like employed by the government. He's a teacher, completely deaf, but he's a teacher. So he resides in Kitui. So for him, we do music when they close school. Like for now, they are closing today. Today is when the schools are closing. So from probably next week or next month, he'll be available. We write music. And other than music, we have done a lot of film, these short scripts, skits.
Yeah.
There's complete for sign language with totally impaired artists. All actresses are totally impaired, and there are about 20, you know, and they are on my team.
Fantastic. I think what you're saying to say, this is about inclusivity and making sure that young people who have talent
Yes.
and are challenged either in the areas of hearing can still make a perfect impact musically.
Absolutely.
Or in movies.
Yes.
And you're moving the narrative forward.
Exactly.
And you were saying that we have 5 artists who are totally
deaf. One of them was born. He was well, but then at some point when he was about 9 years, 10 years, what he tells me, because I met him as an grown man, he went deaf because of some conditions. So for him, I find him very different from these other ones that were born deaf. So yes, the 5 are completely deaf. They can't hear and they can't talk.
Fun. It's very interesting to see how you produce music. And ladies and our audience out there, listeners, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about music production and music production for people who cannot hear. And that's why we're saying we are redefining the industry and pushing the envelope to the next level. Now, Collins Mutindi, who I'm talking to, is a great man. He's a producer, and he's been producing deaf artists for quite a while now. And it seems that that's what makes him happy. But also, in his own right, he's an artist. Tell us your musical journey. You have a new song coming up.
Yes, I have a new song, but my musical journey started way. All this started as my capability started as a musician when I was in class 3. Class 3, I was noticed by my neighbors, my parents, my uncles would tell me, hey, you come dance for us, sing for us. So it started just like that because my dad loved music so much. And then I was discovered by the group from PPMC, the one that organizes music for the president.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from grade 3 to from class 3, it was class, not grade, class 3 to class 6, I was recruited by Kenya Mass Choir for the schools. I don't know if that thing still exists, Mass Choir. So I sang for our president from class 3, class 7, class 3 to class 6, and then class 7 I was transferred to another school up country, where by the time I was being transferred, they were organizing for Harambee. And then the vice president, who was Musalia Mudavadi, who was vice president for 2 months, was the one who was the chief guest. So it happened then, I did a solo performance for the vice president also from the other school. So yes, it started from way back when I was young. At some point in school, it disappeared, then came back in high school. Yeah. And when it came back, it didn't come as singing now. It came as being a DJ. The interest shifted. I became a DJ. And for me, being a DJ, I listened to a lot of songs. Remember when I was young, in high school, most people, reggae music had dominated Kenya so much. Richie Spice, Turbulence, those people. But then me, I had a different taste. I was listening to LL Cool J, Jay-Z, Tupac, So my interest was very, very different. So when I used to go to party, I just went to where there are DJs. Slowly by slowly, I became a DJ. And then I finished school. Yeah, after finishing school, joining college, I now went professional on DJ. Yeah, started DJing in Nakuru, in clubs now, DJing as a DJ, guest DJ. At some point, I was a resident DJ. And then after college, I came back to Nairobi, started DJing in Westlands. And then in Westlands, I transformed to becoming a producer now. Because now I had listened to a lot of music, but then there's something that pushed me to that. In Westlands, there are drugs. And when you are a DJ or when you are an artist being in a club, you are served with maybe there's that bottle that you must get every night. Yeah. So through that, I got addicted, and at some point, no one wanted to have me in their clubs. So I left, and it is that point. At that point, I realized I can do some production. But then this production for the deaf, I think it was just God sent, because I was in town. I was stranded in town, and then the people selling sweet vendors there, and newspapers. Midnight, you'll find a newspaper, tomorrow's newspaper in town. So I went there to read the newspaper. But then I realized these people are all deaf, the vendors, at night. So when I was trying to create something, I said, let me try to do music with sign language, because Magic Senga was doing now. Magic Senga then was the Magic Senga. And it's Magic Senga who helped me to produce. So I didn't want to be like him. I didn't want to sound like him. But then I wanted to become a producer with a different, unique stuff. So Magic Senga helped me 2018. That was 2018. We did our first song. He produced it. He showed me how to master and do everything. I paid for the vocalist. I wrote the song. I wrote part of the song. Part of the song was written by Stiga, the one for Dhitima, Cheza Nika Umepigwa Radi. So when I did this song, I took it on me. And then I contacted Cash Kid. We did a video. Actually, we rehearsed for like 6 months for that video, for the sign language, to perfect that sign language. We uploaded the music video, and then it stayed on YouTube for like 2 years with our view only. And then 2020, we were discovered by someone. He wrote our story, and then boom, that was it. We were being called by everyone. That is when I knew it is not only me who is focusing my energy in changing this narrative. There are people, there are events. Actually, there are events here in Kenya for inclusive, for differently abled people. So we were called for shows. We did a lot of shows. Hey, it was overwhelming then. We saw the grace. It's been a long journey. We saw the grace of God.
Yeah, and also you've done your own music. So I want us to take a short break. When we come back, we'll discuss, apart from music and music you've done, you are also passionately a good farmer, and we'll talk about farming and all those things you're doing.
Yeah,
and of course, it's interesting to have inclusivity and having people that we produce music for people who are hearing challenged. And it's very interesting to know that we are having inclusivity in our midst. He's also a farmer. He does a lot of farming, and he does what we call smart farming. So, Kolo, tell us, how is the farming coming up?
Farming is good. Right now, I have like 3/4 acre of tomato. That is the normal tomato, tomati. And I have 1/4 acre of cherry tomato with 2 varieties, the red and yellow variety. So farming is good. And I'm thanking the government right now because fertilizer imeshuka bei. It's half price. Half price. So there's no excuses this time around. And and as I heard you say, mvua inaanza leo.
Yeah, mvua inaanza leo.
Yes.
Serious rains in the city of Nairobi, especially, and Western Nyanza and Rift Valley. They'll have massive rains. It's a whole week.
For a whole week.
Yeah, and then towards November, it's actually.
When you are asking people not, you are saying umebeba gumboots.
Yeah, I'm telling Kenyans, if you're going at night today, please carry your gumboots.
And your raincoat.
Yes, because you do not know how much the rain will fall tonight.
But then the question I'm asking myself, is my shamba ready? So I am prepared for this season. It's the start of a new season. It's a short season, but if you are well prepared, you get some good yields. Yeah.
So why young people and agriculture? Farming was considered for old people who are retiring. You are mixing, apart from doing your music and production, you think farming, is there a reward on farming? You said fertilizer has gone down.
Yes.
There's also something we call, apart from inclusivity, there's global warming.
Global warming.
Yes.
Yes. These are the things that I study so much.
Yeah.
Actually, the most used app in my phone is the weather forecast, and then now maybe music. But on global warming, it is there. It has been said. It is coming. It is here now. So what do we do as farmers? We now accept that there's global warming. The effects are real. We have to change our ways of farming. So and our government has adopted it. The ministry is doing what it can best by providing good seeds for now the current situation. You cannot just plant seeds. Even early this month, I saw people from KFIS announcing that they'll be going around arresting people who sell fake seeds to farmers.
KFIS? Kenya?
It's an organization for the government that controls the seed quality. Yes.
Yes.
So they announced that they're going around arresting people who sell fake seeds. And as a farmer, you don't want to buy fake seeds because it will be a waste of time, a waste of your resources, and a waste of energy. And you will not reap well. The yields will be very low. So I'm urging all my farmers or people who are interested in farming, please just get the quality verified seeds, and you can tell verified seeds because you can send an SMS and it confirms if it's real or it's fake.
But in Kenya, there are so many fake things. Fake fertilizer the other time.
Fake things are everywhere, and even fake people. So it's just up to you to decide. Do you want to buy fake, or do you want to buy the verified ones, the quality seeds? Because if you buy quality seeds, your yield will be quality, and yes, people have their seed banks. Even me, I collect some seeds, but then we don't know what will change hapo mbele. Yeah, they say the rain will be so short, so you don't need to plant a seed that will need you to water a lot, or will take time. Will take up to 6 months. You just need a seed that will take if it's for maize, 2.5 months, or 3, at maximum 4.
But it depends with where you are growing maize. Colder areas, they take 6-7 months. Hotter areas.
Yeah, but then there are varieties for those areas. The government has included varieties for every area. So if you live in areas where there's cold, you don't need to struggle. Go to your nearest Calro or verified agrovet. They will give you proper seeds.
So you're saying that young people can do farming and make a living out of it. Is it possible?
I am a testimony. Yes, it is very possible. And actually, let me say this here. I make more money in farming than music. Music is something that lives in me. It's something that I like doing. But the real money, every day, I get a shilling from farming. Every day. It's not accumulative like for music. You see? So, yeah, farming. And when you're a farmer, you never sleep hungry. Your friends will never sleep hungry. Your family will never, people around you, they will never sleep hungry.
Are you telling DJ Cham to be a farmer as well?
If not, he can be a friend to a farmer.
Oh, DJ Cham kindly, apart from mixing very cool music this afternoon, you can take 1 or 2. Kolo was a DJ before. He was a DJ,
Yes.
a musician, and now he does a lot of farming. He
Yes.
does what we call smart farming.
Smart farming.
He does a lot of vegetables
Horticulture.
and actually horticulture, which he sells
Yes.
across.
And also maize, because we need to eat that ugali for us to get some energy, yeah? Yeah.
Thank you, Kolo. When you come back, of course, we are talking to Collins Mutindi, producer, and we are saying he's breaking the barriers in the world of music by producing hearing impaired artists, but also he's a farmer, but he does also good music. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to go back to the music where DJ Cham on the 1 and 2s before we come and continue with the discussion with Collins as we proceed during this evening. Remember out there that the meteorological department has said there's rains on the cards. So please, if you're driving home this afternoon, beware that you have your car in tip-top condition, that your mirrors are working, your rear mirrors, your side mirrors, and of course your windows, you can roll them up and you can use the wipers very easily before the rain catches up with you in the middle of nowhere. So remember that this is what's going to happen today. And then yesterday, there's something we needed to tell Kenyans. And of course, I was talking about Raila Odinga Jr.'s installation as the head of family of the Raila after the departure of the father, or the passing on of Raila Amolo Odinga, the patriarch. Now, the Kenyan National Human Rights Commission, KNHCR, has called out the TikTokers, and also personally, I want to call out those TikTokers who mocked Raila Odinga Jr.'s appearance. They should actually publicly apologize, because KNHCR, in a statement, described the behavior of Kenyans online as increasingly immoral and unethical. From where I sit, I think it's not only immoral, it's preposterous for you to talk or look at someone down because of a condition which stems from a sickness, and you don't know the challenges people undergo. So according to KNCHCR, the culprits can be prosecuted under Constitution regarding human dignity and equality. So if you know those ones who are doing that, you need to report the accounts to be shut, but also a legal prosecution should take place, so that Kenyans must respect one another, especially in these things. So Raila Odinga Jr. actually suffered from acoustic stenoma. He explained that he suffered from acoustic stenoma, an uncancerous tumor that develops at the back of the brain. So you are doing those bad things in bad taste because the guy has a condition. You don't know which other condition other people have out there. Please, let's respect other people's spaces. Let me look at beyond what we are discussing is that we talked about Raila Odinga Jr.'s explanation to what people were mocking him all about. We also looked at, a few minutes ago, we looked at him being installed as the leader of the family. But away from that, we are in the studio with none other but Collins Mutindi, Kolo, musician, a gentleman who also does farming, and he's very happy that the rains are about to pour so that he can make a bit of money from tomato farming.
Yeah.
So do you love, what is the difference? What other things do you farm? Tomato and what else? Tomato and what
Tomatoes.
else? Yeah.
This is my first time doing tomatoes in large quantity.
Yeah.
But I mainly focus my energy on horticulture, on vegetables, kienyeji, the likes of mito, saget, managu, kanzira. Yes, and also do the normal cabbage and sukuma wiki, of course, because every day it has to.
Kenyans eat a lot of sukuma wiki.
Yeah, Kenyans love sukuma wiki so much. although wanaikulaga na maringo, they say, oh, acid nini, but that is the vegetable that goes.
But sukuma wiki has acid.
Again, thanks to caves that they discovered, they have seeds. There's a seed from a certain company that it is acid free.
Oh.
Yes.
So you can...
It is normal sukuma wiki, but now it is... I think it is the indigenous sukuma wiki now propagated to with another variety to bring a variety that is acid free.
It's like beans.
Yes, there's some beans now. There's yellow beans, and there's green army that don't have gas. You see, yeah, and brown army also. So yes, we have no excuses not to eat sukuma wikis nowadays.
So Kolo, when did you start farming? When did you say this is it? I'll supplement my music with farming.
To be honest, after high school, I went to my father's home. Or my dad sent me to his home to look for, to keep up with it. So there was no one there.
To look after the farm.
To look after, to just be a caretaker. There was no one living there at that moment because it was just a new bomber. It was a new bomber, a new house that has been constructed, no kitchen, no nothing. So I started life there. There's a whole land. My dad was not productive, you see, because he was employed by the government. So while there, I started planting flowers. I started collecting flowers, seeds. By the time I am realizing I am a distributor of flowers, and at some point I became a florist because I had so many flowers. So people from different functions will come, churches, they'll come, I make centerpiece for them. I made a lot of money from being a florist. And so after that, I found a job, 9 to 5, white collar job. And then at some point, mambo ikanchokesha, this traffic thing. And then I lost my job at some point also. So I decided now to come back to music. And then when I was doing music, when I just began music, Corona happened. 2020 now. I was 2 years in music. And 2018 is when I blew up. So 2020, Corona started on March 13th. And actually on that March 13th, we had a very big show at the showgrounds for differently abled people, organized by Sunshine Rally, Rotary. So Corona happened, and then we had to go back to the drawing board. No movement, cessation of movement, no shows. That is when online shows started. Me, as a DJ then, I did not go the direction most people went. As online DJing, I started farming. So, because I realized, hii nyumba unga inaisha sana. So I started farming to feed my family.
Okay.
Yeah, so with that interest came, customers wakaanza, hey, unaweza niuzia kidogo, kivo, gradually it became something big. And I love it.
So farming, Corona pushed you to farming, which is very understandable.
Yeah, it pushed me to farming. But then I went to School of Agriculture, Egerton University. So farming is, it's just
so your education background, you are in the university?
Yes.
Where you studied agriculture at the Egerton?
Yes.
And that, what?
So I dropped it. I didn't finish. I didn't finish because I had different interests. You know me, I'm an artist. Different things interest me, different creative things. So I dropped from the university. But then this thing came and picked me up again. You see? So Corona really pushed me to it.
So now Collins Mutindi is a farmer, a musician, was a DJ. He's a jack of all trades.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to go for a short break. When we come back, of course, we're going for news. But before I take the break, one of the most interesting things is that President William Samoei Ruto today was in the burial of the IG's father in Thome, Laikipia, and he talked tough. He talked tough about one of the legislations he passed on the same day Raila Odinga passed on in India. And one of the laws was the Cyberbullying and Crimes Act, which will be the cyber law. And we've had a problem with it, ladies and gentlemen, because it imposes a big fine on some misdeclarations, which I find that it's not fair. So today, the president said that that the truth must be told, that people should stop propaganda. We cannot turn our children into pornography addicts and allow threatening our own security because of misinformation. Listen and learn and listen again. Actually, that's Alfred Mutua, who was responding to what the president had just spoken about. And we have a problem with the cyber law because it's a blanket law, and we do not like blanket laws. There are some segments which need a relook, and that's why people have gone to court and to suspend, of course, my good friend Ruben Kigame, the artist, the preacher, and also radio presenter. Ruben Kigame, presidential candidate, has gone to court challenging the cyber law, and I think it's right, because we cannot go through an act like that without challenging it. In fact, we need to relook into it and make it a more palatable law. Those 10 years imprisonment and all that does not sit well. So I find that the law must be amended to suit the needs of the society. We cannot create a law that does not suit the needs of a society. You're telling me that you've been doing farming for quite some time and music, and you said that some of your musicians are people who are hearing challenged, but you also have a new song which you've released. We won't play it, but you can tell us the new song which you have out there right now.
Yeah, it's true. I work with people who are challenged. I call them differently abled people.
Yes.
And yes, I have a new song. As I explained earlier, we normally do the audio first, and then produce, and then script. So for this new song, it is out there on every platform, the audio version. But then this time we want to go full board on this one, because it's a dancehall. It's a first dancehall song we are doing. We have done. I have actually voiced it. I also want to show people that I don't release songs because I cannot. I only opt to become a producer and a director or write for other people. But for this one, now I am actually confirming to people that I can also perform. I'm also a performing artist. Yes, so at the moment we are still rehearsing on the video because my guy, the main guy, who is not around, is in Istanbul in Turkey, doing some things, and for sure next month we will be shooting our video, and it will be ready early December.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you're saying it will be early December, so The other thing I wanted to know, and basically maybe we need to look at, is that apart from the music you're doing, how can people reach you for if they want to book differently abled artists
Yes.
for concerts,
Yep.
for festivals, because you say you do festivals for differently abled artists as well.
Yes, yes.
And what are the social handles so that they can reach you if they want to have more information of production for differently abled people?
So if you are interested in doing not just music, I'm also anticipating. I'm really looking forward to working with people who want to do their advertisements. It doesn't have to be music. We can do an advert with the sign. And also, I am also looking forward to doing like a major performance. Not like I organize for the show, like I get invited for a show, like PMVA, let's say, it's the only now award-winning show that we have that recognizes the force of the creatives. So I am also looking forward to doing a performance with the sign interpretation and music and dance and DJs also included. So yeah, so if you want to reach me, you can reach me on Collins Mutindi across all platforms. If you have questions about farming, I also have handles for farm. It's Mutindi Farms across on Twitter, on X, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I'm everywhere. Yeah, so Mutindi Farms for farming and Collins Mutindi for production or adverts.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Kolo, it has been a pleasure hosting you this afternoon. Maybe is anything you want to tell Kenyans out there to look out for?
Yes. Kenyans should expect more. There's a guy I love so much. I listen to music. There's this guy called Iyani. He said, ni magrami tu ndo tunangojea. So we will not just wait for the Grammys. We will work for them. We want to put in hard work, and then eventually we see what will happen. So the next project, the audio is out. It's called Very Bad by Collins Mutindi. The video, I want this video to be the topic of 2026 across all, all social media, all radio stations. I want to change the narrative, and I want this to be the East Africa's favorite video. Okay. Yes, it will be very bad.
I think you've explained yourself. It's wonderful to host you, Kolo, and you're doing a good job when you deal with people who are differently abled. May God keep giving you grace to work with people who are differently abled, and your music grew and explore other avenues.
Yes.
I really appreciate you coming for the show. The Spice Drive is a show where we unpack issues, and today we wanted to see how to expand the music industry beyond what we know, and you are doing something on that regard.